recording. Okay, so don't get mad at me because I'm doing this on my phone and I've never done it before, so it's gonna be really crappy. Okay, but I'm here to review one of my favorite books. It's called Everything, Everything, and it's a really good book. It's about a girl who is told she's allergic to everything, meaning if she goes out, she could be allergic to laundry detergent or something and could die. And so she's trapped in her house like her whole life until she's like 18. And she falls in love with her neighbor and she ends up running away with him to Hawaii. And well, of course she gets sick and then goes back home. But to finish this, you're gonna have to read it yourself. So I read this book probably 5 out of 5, and I can't really complain about anything in it except it's very like suspenseful. So, and Katie, do you want to say what you want to about this book? Also, this is Katie, this is our special guest today.
Yay! But that book is like so good. I read it with her, and I kept wanting to go ahead of her because I was always like, I need to know what happens next. It was amazing. It was just so suspenseful, and I love suspenseful books, and you'll see what I
and so I'm also going to review The Sun Is Also a Star, which is also by this author, in a later video. And as you can see, like right here on the title, it says, it's backwards of course, but it says The Greatest Risk Is Not Taken, 1. And it says, the instant #1 New York Times bestseller. So it's pretty good, and so yeah. And then Katie wants to show her favorite book because she's a special guest. I haven't got to read the series yet. I will eventually. So Katie, take over.
So this is the series. It's a trilogy. It's Delirium, and it's such a good series. It's about a girl named Magdalena. She goes by Lena, but she is in a world where basically love is a disease called deliria, and that's where it gets its name, Delirium. And Delirium is just such a good book because, and it changes so much throughout the book. Lena changes so much. Basically, a little bit of what happens, I'm not going to spoil everything, is she has a best friend, Hannah. And they kind of, they hang out a lot and they run together, and they're both in this perfect world. And Hannah starts putting some ideas into Lena's head about how their world might not be as perfect as they think.
Sorry, the lighting's really bad right now. Okay, so that includes all for this week's video. I promise, the next video will probably be longer. It's just my first video, so please don't complain. Have a good day, guys.